श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So yesterday we were seeing किं तेन जातु जातेन मातुर्यौवनहारिणा आरोहति न यस्वस्य वंशस्याग्रे ध्वजो यथा. See, if this fellow is not taking importance, taking things in his hand and bringing things to the fore, like a vamsha. Vamsha is a word which has two meanings. Vamsha means it can be bamboo or lineage. So like something which is on top, the bamboo, in the bamboo, that which is the top portion, that is what sprouts and that is what goes up. Okay. Similarly, this fellow, he should have to have that effort. He should have to put that effort to grow up and do things. Otherwise, if he is not going to put forth any effort to take the family lineage further, whether it may be through wealth or through power or through knowledge, anything it can be. If he is not going to take his family lineage, later people will say, so this fellow, he's son of that person, that smart one, that powerful one, that rich one. So people should talk about you in that way, with respect. You have to carry forward your lineage in that way. Otherwise, what is the point of you being born? Kim tena jātu jātena. What is the point of being born? Your birth is just a matur yavvanaharina. Your birth is just a stealing away the youth of your mother. That's all. It's useless. Useless birth. Parivartini saṃsāre mṛtaḥ ko va na jāyate jātastu gaṇyate sotra sphurecca śriyādhikaḥ. Parivartini saṃsāre mṛtaḥ ko va na jāyate jātastu gaṇyate sotra sphurecca śriyādhikaḥ. So he is making it clear in which way you are talking about the bamboo and all that. How do in the samsara parivartini means that which, who is that person who does not come back? He is that he is whoever is born dies. Whoever dies is born again until you don't have knowledge. That's what Vedanta says. So you have to, if you die, you will be born in a different kind of birth, whatever it may be. So if you are born, you will die. That's something which is understood, accepted. So atra jātastu gaṇyate. See, so atra tu jātastu gaṇyate. He is the one definitely accepted to be born. Who? Yah sphurecca śriyādhikaḥ. One who is remembered because of his wealth. śriyādhikaḥ. śriyādhikaḥ. Shri means wealth. Adhikaḥ. śriyādhikaḥ. If you accept it, adi, not adi. Adhi, adi. Adi means etc. So Shri, etc. One who is remembered because of his greatness in wealth, knowledge, or power. So only he is the person who is accepted to be born. That is the person who you can accept to be born. He is born. Otherwise, others are all dead species walking. That's all. There is no life in them. Kiñca, not just that. jātasya nadītīre tasyāpi tṛṇasya janmasāphalyam yatsalilamajjanākulajanahastālambanaṃ bhavati. jātasya nadītīre tasyāpi tṛṇasya janmasāphalyam yad salilamajjanākulajanahastālambanaṃ bhavati. nadītīre jātasya tasyāpi nadītīre jātasya tṛṇasya. Even that tṛṇa means grass. Even that grass, nadītīre jātasya, which is born in the nadītīre, banks of the river. Nadi, river, tira, banks, the shore. Even that grass which sprouts in the banks of the river, janmasāphalyam is accepted, that its birth is accepted to be fruitful. Janma, birth, sāphalyam, saha phalam iti sāphalyam, meaning a fruitful. Even the grass which is born in the on the sides, on the shores of the river, even that is fruitful. Even that birth is fruitful. Then yadu, because that is fruitful, because yadu salilamajjana, salila means water, majjana means immerse, akula trouble, jana person, hasta hand, alambanam catch, meaning that a person who is getting immersed in water, who is drowning in water, for him, this he wants to grasp onto something. So this grass becomes something to catch hold of. It helps that person to save his life through this grass. Therefore, that grass also, the life of the grass also is fruitful. So he says, tathā, not just that. stimitonnatasañcārā, janasantāpahāriṇaḥ, jāyante viralā loke, jaladā iva sajjanāḥ. stimitonnatasañcārā, janasantāpahāriṇaḥ, jāyante viralā loke, jaladā iva sajjanāḥ. Stimitonnata. Stimita means lower, unnata means higher. Sañcārā, that which moves. That which moves at a lower level or a higher level. What is that which is moving? Jaladā iva, jaladā, jalam dadāti iti, jaladārayati iti, jalada. Jalam dharayati iti, jalada, or jalam dadāti iti. That which holds on to the water, meaning the clouds. Jalada means clouds. Clouds, even that, whether it is on the lower level or at a higher level in the atmosphere. Janasantāpahāriṇaḥ. It removes the, see, now it is so hot. Okay, you go out when there is a cloud which is hiding the sun, moving further, which is hiding the sun. Even for few seconds, you are under the shade of the cloud, you will feel very pleasant. So that is what is janmasāphalyam. It avoids the pain for these people. That cloud which is in the lower level or at a higher level. Similarly, sajjanāḥ viralā loke jāyante. The good people also are very few who are born in this world. It's not that everyone is great. There are very few people who are great in that aspect, who desire and decide to help others in need without expecting anything. Again, that is even greater. niratiśayaṃ garimāṇaṃ tena jananyāḥ smaranti vidvāṃsaḥ yat kamapi bhavati garbham mahataṃapi yo bhavati. niratiśayaṃ garimāṇaṃ tena jananyāḥ smaranti vidvāṃsaḥ yad kamapi bhavati garbham mahataṃapi yo bhavati. Yesterday I remembered you this poem from Tirukkural. I said this. ஈன்றபொழுது பெரிதோக்கும் தன் மகனை சான்றோன் என கேட்ட தாய். There it refers, it says that if the mother listens, your son is very great. Your son is a great person. When she hears that pangs, that pain of that delivery period, she forgets all that. That is with reference to the mother. What is that which takes place with reference to the person who is saying this? A person who is saying this, if he is an idiot, idiot says, my son is a very smart fellow. What can I say? Okay, take care. That's what we can say. But if that fellow is a smart fellow, very smart fellow, and he is saying this, so this mother will be very happy. What happens in the thought process of that person? So that is said here. vidvāṃsaḥ tena jananyāḥ smaranti niratiśayaṃ garimāṇaṃ. The pandits, the learned ones, the wise people, they will think about the greatness of that garimāṇaṃ, the greatness of that mother, jananyāḥ. Janani means mother. Greatness of that mother. What? Yet kamapi bhavati garbham. Whoever was having this person in the womb. Oh, every child is born in the mother's womb. So every mother carries her child in their womb. So what is the greatness there? No, no, no. Mahatamapi yo guru bhavati. See, this fellow is heavy even for great people. He is guru means not guru. Guru means heavy. He becomes very, he is so powerful, he is so strong, he is so heavy. Even for the great people. For a smarter one, he is more smarter. For a stronger one, he is more stronger. For a wealthy one, he is more wealthy. He becomes heavy even for those people. He's a heavyweight kind of person like that. So that one who is heavy for all these people who are stronger or wealthy or whatever that is, how could this mother hold him in her womb? How did she hold him in her womb? That is what the thought of the Pandit will be. Oh, that mother should be praised, kind of. Apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno shakti śakto'pi janastīre labhate nivasan antardaruni langhyo van nirnattu jwalitaha apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno shakti śakto'pi janah tiraskriyam labhate vid nivasan antardaruni langhya vannihi natu jwalitaha. Apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno shakti śakto'pi, even if though one is powerful, śakto'pi, even though one is powerful, apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno shakti, if he does not manifest, apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno means, prakritikrita means manifest. Apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno means if it does not manifest his power, shakti, his power, then janah tiraskriyam labhate. He will be sidelined by people. He will be dismissed by people. He will be overlooked by people. People will not take him very seriously. Like what? Like the wood. Daruni. Langhyo. Daruni langyo. Daru langyo. Daru means, we have already said, daru in Hindi means liquor, alcohol. But here it is not. Daru, we saw this with reference to the first story. This monkey was sitting on the daru tree. Daru means tree. So, nivasanapi daruni, even though vannihi daruni nivasanapi, the fire resides in the wood. What does that mean? You make wooden table and all that, but it does not, it does not feel hot, etc. There's no warmth else also. How can you say fire exists in, resides in this wood? See, you throw fire, the wood in the fire burns it into ashes. How can the fire burn the wood into ash if there is no quality in the wood to be associated with the fire? Only if there is a possibility of association can that be burnt. Otherwise, it will never be burnt into ash. So, there is an inherent nature in the fire. There is inherent nature of fire in the wood. That is called as unmanifest fire. Antarnivasan. What he means is unmanifest. Unmanifest fire exists in the wood. How do you know this? How do you experience this? Now, that is one example. Throwing the fire, the wood in the fire. That's one example. The other example is in olden days, even though nowadays not all the fire oblations are done like that. Now people light the matchstick or lighter and then put on camphor, light the camphor and then throw it inside the fire pit. In olden days, that's not how you do. Or even now, when they perform the big fire oblations, yagas, they do it like this. I think is they have a churning rod, kind of a rod made of wood, and there is a base which is also wood. Okay, so they are called as arani. So you have to place this wood on top of this base wood, and you have to churn. On the sides, they would have put some cotton. Okay, so when the wood is churned on the wood placed on another wood, when it is churned, sparks come. That spark lights up the cotton. So that cotton, they'll blow it and they'll make it more fierce. So that fire, they'll make it more fierce, and they'll put it in that. They'll drop it in that fire pit and they'll start the fire operation. That's how they do it. Now, if the fire does not exist in the wood. How can you churn the woods and make fire from that? Understand? So, langyaha. If there is a wood, people will just cross over it. Natu jwalitaha, but if that same wood is burning, people won't cross it. They won't jump across it. See, you should not jump across the fire. You should not step over the fire. That is something which is prohibited. A, it is prohibited. B, if you misstep, you will fall inside the fire. So that is also a precaution. So only the wood which has unmanifest fire, people will cross, not the one which has manifest fire. Okay. Karataka aha. Now, after listening to all this, what Damanaka says, Karataka says, replace this. Karataka aha, Karataka replace. Avam tavad apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno. Kim avayoho anena vyaparena. Avam, we both. Tavad apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno. We are not important. We are unemployed already. Our father is employed. He is minister. We are nothing. We are literate, but we are unemployed now. So, tavad kim avayoho vyaparena. What is our business there? See, the moral of the first story is we should not meddle in things which we are not qualified for. We should not meddle in others' business means we should not meddle in things for which we are not qualified for. Unqualified meddling is wrong. That is what the moral of the first story is. We should not meddle in things for which we are not qualified for. Right? Now, he is reminding you. Kim avayoho vyaparena. What is our business there? Uktancha. It is said also. So, if Damanaka explained it through examples, Karataka also has equal and opposite examples. So, it's like the law, Newton's law. So, here, like we give example, we want to say something to others. We'll say, oh, bird of same feather flock together. These two fellows are same. They have the same mentality. Now, if someone says birds of same feather flock together, okay. Another person can condemn it by saying, oh, not always. Two magnets, same poles, they don't go together. So, one example can be cut using another example, right? So, after Damanaka explained with examples, Karataka says, okay, I will say something. He is a smart fellow also. So, he says, I will explain. apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno yo brūte rājñah purakruḍhīhi kudhihi na kevalam asammanam labhate ca vidambanam apṛṣṭānah apṛṣṭah atra apṛṣṭānah yah brūte rājñah purah kudhihi na kevalam asammanam labhate ca vidambanam. Apṛṣṭānah yah apṛṣṭo brūte rājñah purah. Rajñah purah, in front of the Rajña, Raja, king. Rajñah means Raja, king. Purah, in front of him. Kudhihi, kutsita buddhi, one who is not smart, one who is a mean fellow, that idiot, that stupid. Yo apṛṣṭānah san, he being someone who is not important. Pradhana means important, apṛṣṭāna means not important. If he is not important, okay, if king, okay, come on, you say. King is asking you to answer him. You have to answer him. Even though if you are not important, does not really matter. King asks you, you have to answer him. But apṛṣṭah, if he is not asking you, without you being asked, without you being summoned, if you are going to make your presence feel, then you are not going to be kevalam na sammanam labhate. He is not just asammanam labhate. He is not just not going to be celebrated. Labhate cha vidambanam. He is going to be vidambanam. Vidambanam means mistreated. He is going to face a apamana, he is going to be shamed. Okay, he is not just not going to get any encouragement, any good words from the king. Not just that, he is also going to be shamed if a person opens his mouth without being asked in front of the king. We have this saying, na apṛṣṭa kasyajit brūyāt jānatopi medhavi jadavat lokamācharīt. If you are not asked, you should not open your mouth. Even though you know, you may know things, this medhavi, this intelligent fellow, should stay like a inert. That's what we have in Vedanta. We say that. Here he says, if you are not someone who is important, if you are going to open your mouth, you are not going to be recognized for it. Not just that, you are going to be shamed for it also. Like, so some discussion is going on, and this fellow is rising up and he is going to say something. Okay, minister, what do you think about the situation we are in? That fellow is interested in saying, king, and king will not even look at him. Asammanam, he is not going to respect him. And apamanam, he is going to shame. Oh, this fellow, who asked him to answer this kind of thing? There are so many people. Are they not smart? You are so smart or what? Kind of. In today's police hierarchy, like in movies, etc., in Indian movies at least, someone who is at a very low level can go into and do investigation and win accolades, but not in real time. In India, at least, there is a hierarchy. If a person is a constable, he should have to report to his head constable, that fellow to his sub-inspector, that fellow to inspector, that fellow to someone, circle inspector, that fellow to someone. I like that. There is a hierarchy. So you cannot cut the hierarchy and go. If you are going to, if you are being a constable, you are going to investigate things, and if the higher fellow, head constable, or even the sub inspector, he understands this, he'll call you. What is your job? Just do your job. Go and bring tea first. That is how they will be treated. So you will not just not get respect, you will be shamed also. Tathā, and it is said, vachastatra prayoktavayam yatroktam labhate phalam sthāyī bhavati chātyantam rāga shuklapate yatha. Vacha tatra prayoktavayam yatra uktam labhate phalam bhavati cha atyantam rāgah shuklapate yatha. Tatra vachaha prayoktavayam yatra uktam phalam labhate. You have to use your words there where your words are counted. It bears a fruit. Your words are respected. Yatra uktam phalam labhate means it bears a fruit. Meaning, you say something, they accept it, they understand it, they accept it. Otherwise, what's the point in saying that? Yatha, like example, shukla pate. Shukla means white, pata means a cloth. In the white cloth, ragaha means a color, rangarage, color. Okay, so any color, cha atyantam sthāyī bhavati, will stick to it and it will not go off, it will not wear off. If in a white cloth some other color gets applied, it will be very difficult to remove. Even though you may use some strain remover, etc., but still that it will not remove that strain. So he says, damanaka aha. Damanaka says, mama evam vada. Mama evam vada. If you read it like that, mama evam vada. Mama means in Hindi, Tamil, etc., mama means uncle. Mother's brother, they are called as mama. Okay, this is not that mama. You have to be very careful when you read things. Ma evam vada. There are 4 words. Don't say like that. Don't say like that. No, don't say like that. No, don't say like that. Like that's the idea. Okay, because I remembered I'll explain it in Hindi. This fellow, when he came from Tamil Nadu, he came to Rishikesh. He wanted to go and have a tonsure. So he asked me, what should I say to the barber not to cut my tuft? I just want to shave. I don't want to remove my tuft. I said, they don't do it normally. They know it. No, no, I have had this experience. I don't want to bother again, be bothered again. I also had an experience, similar experience here. This fellow came and I asked him to do the shaving, and he cut, shaved, also did my tuft. So I said, okay. So when that fellow was so adamant, I said, okay, I'll tell him. I told him, choti nahi katna. Choti means tuft. Nahi means don't. Katna means cut. Don't cut. Okay. So he started repeating it, choti nahi katna, choti nahi katna, choti nahi katna. Okay. He got it. I said, what are you doing? I'm memorizing it. Good. Okay. So he went and to the shop, and when he came back, he was so angry. I was like, what did you do? He was showing his tuft. There was no tuft. What happened? You taught me wrong. I said, no. Whatever you have to say, I said that. This is what you have to say. Even if I go, I have to say that. But what did you say? Did you forget what I told you? You memorized it. Did you forget? No, 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 no. What did you say? I told him very categorically, choti nahi katna. So choti nahi, comma, katna. If you say like that, if you pronounce like that with strong voice, what you mean is choti nahi, no tuft, katna, cut it. So don't cut the tuft. Instead of that, don't cut the tuft. You have saying like that. So he wanted him to cut the tuft. So you have to be very careful. Mama evam vada. Don't say like that. Why? Apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno pradhāna damanaka again answers him with opposite logic. Apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno, how beautiful, logical. Okay, you say some logic and he answers with some other logic. So the logical brain also develops. Apṛṣṭo'trāpradhāno pradhānasyāt sevate yadi parthivam apṛṣṭo'trāno apṛṣṭo'trāpradhānasyāt yadi seva vivarjitah. apṛṣṭo'trāpradhānah pradhānah syāt sevate yadi parthivam pradhānah api apṛṣṭo'trāpradhānah syāt yadi seva vivarjitah. Yadi parthivam sevate. Parthiva. In South India, you can see people having the name Parthiban, etc. Parthiban is nothing but Parthivan. Parthiva is the word. Abeda. Okay. So Parthiva means Prithvi related. Prithvi means earth. One who is the ruler of earth is Parthiva. Okay. Parthiva, the king. Yadi sevate, if you are serving. Then apṛṣṭo'trāpradhānah, the one who is not important, pradhānah will become important. If you serve him properly, even the non-important person will become important, will gain importance. And yadi seva vivarjita, if you don't serve him properly, then pradhānopi apṛṣṭo'trāpradhānah, even the main person will become sidelined. Like if the king is if he is doing things like that, then you understand, okay, the king wants some water. Let me serve him with some water. Okay, and the king is removing his the beads of sweat. So you have to understand, okay, the king wants some fan. So you use the fan and give him some air. So you understand it through his activities and act upon it. Then, even though you may not be important, the king will understand, oh, this fellow understands what I want. So let him be in my service. Let him be in my service. And even if this person who is put in the service of king, if he is just sitting there, okay, whenever king wants, I will ask me, then I will do the service. Then that fellow will lose his job. He will lose his importance. That is what he says. If you serve the king properly, even though you are not important, you will become important. If you don't serve the king properly, give him advice at a proper position and place, then even though if you are important, you will lose your importance. That is what he says. Yatha uktam cha, because it is said, we'll see what it is. Om purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.